Hi everybody, Jillian here to share a new process video using the April Faith Art Box from Creative Retreat Kits. And today I am in Proverbs chapter 27 verse 19. And I don't know about you, but my natural inclination, like many crafters, is to hoard all the things. So today I'm going to challenge myself and you, if you're like me, to use all of the hearts on the sticker sheet in this month's kit. Well, all but one because I already used it. The verse I'm journaling says, "As water reflects the face, so one's life reflects the heart." And a little bit of background on this page, because sometimes I think it's cool to hear the origins of an entry. I knew I wanted to use all these hearts. I really love the colors that are included in this month's kit and thought it would be fun just to frame the margin using all of the hearts. And so with that in mind, I took to my concordance and or Google if you'd rather do that. And I looked up Bible verses that have the word heart in them, and so I settled on this one because it was a great like time of meditation on this verse while I was journaling through it. I honestly don't know if I've ever even laid eyes on it before. That is pretty much how this page came to be. And so I put some of the hearts off the edge. I like doing that. I think it frames the page a little better than trying to cram everything into the margin. It gives it a little breathing room. So I'm just trimming off the excess of what's hanging off the page here. So once I have all of the hearts done, I'm going to go ahead and work on this prayer. So after I read this verse, it prompted a prayer in my heart. And so I wanted to use some of the stamps. And I used this one first that says Lord. And really that could be used on every single entry that I write because I always start off my prayers with Lord and then lead in from there. And so I wanted to use that to kick things off. And then I knew that I wanted to include the word heart in my prayer. And so I'm just trying to figure out here how I can make that happen, and I probably should have planned a little bit better because the placement is a little weird and I had a huge gap. So the prayer that I ended up writing says, "Lord, help me to reflect a heart that's been transformed by your Spirit, a heart that points others to your kingdom. Help me to bring good things out of the good stored up in my heart." And so I stamped the word heart down, and you can see like there's this white space between what I had handwritten and what I had stamped, and that I knew was going to bother me. So I'll go back to that in a minute and fix that. But when I read this verse, "As water reflects the face, so one's life reflects the heart," I thought, very simply, when I'm speaking with someone, or when I'm changing my kid's dirty diaper, or when I'm waiting in line at the DMV, I want people to see Jesus. Now I know that's not always the case because I'm human, I'm a sinner, but meditating on this verse, hiding God's word in my heart, and using all the stickers, and recording this little prayer keep me mindful of what I'm projecting, and whether or not I'm reflecting a transformed heart. And so that's really where this prayer came from. And then I flipped over to Luke chapter 6 verse 45, where Jesus says, "A good man brings good things out of the good stored up in his heart, and an evil man brings evil things out of the evil stored up in his heart. For the mouth speaks what the heart is full of." And so I really wanted to include that in my prayer too, just being mindful of what Jesus says. So once I have the prayer down, and I'm still thinking about what I'm going to do in that, like trapped white space, I go ahead and use my journaling pen to put some dots in between the hearts just to fill in some empty spaces here. And then I realized I had one heart left on the sticker sheet and I wanted to do something with it. So I'm trying to find a spot for it here. It was white, so I had missed it. But I ended up not being able to fit it in a way that I like, so I just ended up leaving it. I went to a stamp set from Creative Retreat that is a few months older, and I'll list it in the description below if it's still available. And I thought about stamping that in that white space. But the only purple ink I had were these Faber-Castell artist pens, and when you color on them as, to use them as an ink, they don't really give you a solid image. And since I had all stickers on the page, I didn't want this one heart to be just kind of like this weird image. So I ended up not going that route, and I looked at the older sticker sheets that I have from past kits, and fortunately the colors usually match up. I guarantee you can always find at least one other past kit that's going to match the colors in the current kit. So I ended up picking a pink heart from an older set, and if that is available, I'll go ahead and link that in the description below also. So once I got that space taken care of, I went ahead and put a date stamp on it, and then I'm using this really pretty white leather bow clip to top off the page, and that's it. Here is a finished look at the page along with a couple of close-ups. Thank you guys for watching. I've linked the April Faith Art box in the description below if you're interested in checking it out. Be sure to check the Creative Retreat blog for daily Bible journaling inspiration. See you next time.